Hi everyone. Um, I stumbled into a voice recording. It's like during the collapse of the three-story building at Itafaji, Lagos Island, the one that happened recently. And apparently, a reporter was trying to interview one of the eyewitnesses, and she doesn't want to be seen on camera. But then she made some shocking explanation, she revealed some shocking things that I really want us to take one after the other. Now, on the part of we citizens and on the part of the government. Okay, so in the video, in the audio, she made mention of number one, this is the building before it collapsed. The building you are seeing now is the building. Now, in the recording, which I'm going to play after this, my own voice notes, she said the building had been marked three times. Three times.
You are a resident of this area, I believe.
Yes.
So what would you like to tell us about this thing that's happened, please?
Here is 3 times. This is 20 years or 21 years. But it's 3 times from Alausa. They came to visit our area and cross it. After, then you will see them again.
So they banned this house and requested that they shut it down?
Yes, they didn't do it.
How many times have they done
It's
this?
3 times.
And I know that there are procedures when building is going to be demolished from the government. I know that the first thing they do, that is the Lasbaka, Lagos State Building, blah, 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 like that. I think they are called Lasbaka or Ministry of Lands or anything. Now, the first notice that they serve is notice of sealing, where they come to seal the premises. Then after that, they come with notice of evacuation. Then after the notice of evacuation, they come with notice of demolition under normal circumstances. After the notice of demolition, demolition should take place 48 working days after the notice has been served. Now, before the demolition take place, the commissioner has to sign it. From what this woman said, she seems to have been in that area for a long period of time, and she said they've marked it for like 20 years. I mean 20 whole years. But then we need to start asking ourselves some questions as citizens. And I know this is maybe this is ignorance, because this building has been marked. I'm sure when they came to mark it, at least for the demolition, a lot of people would have known that they want to bring down this building. This building is no longer fit to be lived in. And people were not only living in that building, there was actually a school. And I want to believe it's a private school of over 130 students, as the report will have it, in that school. Now, let's start asking ourselves some questions. Where is the body governing schools in Lagos State? Are they saying they are not aware that there is a private school of over 130 students in that building? That is one.
And when last did this happen? When last was the building burned down to be shut?
It's this morning, around 10:30.
No, like what was the last time they told them to shut this building down
I
before
don't
this
know.
incident?
I don't know. I passed and I will see where.
That it should be shut down.
Yes.
Consecutively, you have passed and seen that it should be
Yes,
shut down.
and this house.
And this building beside it,
No. Yeah.
2 blocks away from it. Okay, and from the incident that happened today, what would you say? Were you around all through?
I want to go to Sandros. I went to Sandros, like on top of Okada. It's 10:30.
On top of Okada?
And me, I'm going. As I pass here, I just bought boom.
The agency that came to mark that building, after stealing, they came for evacuation. I'm sure they knew people were still living in that building. Nothing was done. They came back again for demolition. People were still in that building. What were the things they did to make sure people actually leave that building? Because they know from their own expertise that this building is no longer safe for people to live in. But as we take things in this country, as we take things in Lagos, this normal, usual, like a cynical way of doing things, we just left it, and now it has happened. A lot of people dead.
And have you been here since then, ma?
Yes.
So far, how many people have been recovered from the building, ma?
To die or
No, just brought out alive, ma.
all of them.
Everyone has been alive so far.
No, I can't say tomorrow.
And how quick was the response from the Lagos State government? How quick would you say the response was?
Báyìí tí mo ń pè ṣé wọ́n kú kejì tí kò ṣe ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni ẹ ṣe sọ́tọ̀ níjọba we don't have government we don't know this morning let's say around 11 or 11 to 12 o'clock.
That's when the response came in.
Yes, but those boys, Babadino boys, Agarawu boys, Akpatira boys in the surroundings, Onola, Mercy, even though this generator is Babadino boys, they have it, it's weather, it's not government though. Even though cutting.
So the best response has been from people around the area.
Our boys where they do you.
Not from the government.
Yes, it's not government though.
Thank you very much.
No government. But it's too much in this Lagos Island. Woman will die, man will die, even though we fight, they go. Wow.
And she made mention of several things that even on the day of the incidents, fine, kudos to the LASEMA, to all the rapid response that got there. But the report we have is that thing happened 10 a.m. in the morning. The response unit didn't come until like 12 noon. That is like 2 hours. So, special thank you to the Yobalinde boys, to the Yobaduna boys, the Agarawu boys that came with the little tools they have to rescue people. And now, the information also getting to us is that as we speak, the file of that building is missing in Alausa, because the truth is, whoever that file is seen on his or her table will be fried for this. So nobody is claiming the responsibility of the act of incompetence that has claimed several lives, both women, pregnant women, and children. And I think the Lagos State government should at least come out and say, okay, this is the agency, this is who and who should be fried for this. Because I don't think this should be swept under the carpet. Those are children, parents, mothers. And there are a whole lot of other buildings too in that area that this thing is going to happen to. Fine, they are now doing manual demolition. But for this, somebody should be fried for it. We demand an explanation. If buildings have been marked for sealing, for evacuation, for demolition, and we know that after demolition notice has been served, demolition should take place 48 working days after. Now, what has happened? Who has failed to do his or her job that could cost people their lives? Now, to the citizens, I think we should stop thinking that, oh, it can't happen. It can't happen, because when it happens, the consequences are dire that we'll just start regretting. If a building has been marked, it's better to just sleep on the street. It's better to sleep under the bridge than stay in a building that is very, very unsafe. And I also want the Lagos State government to ask questions. The body governing schools in Lagos, are they saying they are not aware that there is a school in that building? The topmost floor, for that matter. Please, we need to ask questions, and we deserve an answer.